What do you make of former President Trump returning to this site where he was shot just 84 days ago?
Natasha, thank you so much for having me tonight. I really appreciate the focus on this, and I look forward to the special that's coming up. I think, I wear a few hats, Natasha. I'm a mental health therapist as well as a former Secret Service agent and an elected official. So I see this from three different perspectives, right? The mental health therapist in me sees it as such a healing moment for the community at large there that participated in the rally. I was watching today and I noticed some people that were at the July 13th rally had come back to the rally today. I was watching and observing one woman behind the former president's left shoulder who was weeping and sobbing, overcome with the emotion that she felt. I don't know if she was there in July or not, but it was a time for the former president to be a leader for that community and to say, yes, this happened, but we are stronger than what could happen to us. And we're moving forward to November and really uniting thousands of people in that moment, whether it was with the opera singer singing Ave Maria, or was, Elon Musk saying, hey, do you want a president who can't climb stairs, or do you want someone who stands up after being shot and says, fight, fight, fight for this country? It was a very emotional and moving rally, I thought.
Yeah, certainly. And there's the emotion of it. I know our Brian Enton said just after it wrapped about, I don't know, 45 minutes ago
Yeah.
now, that as he was speaking to people in the crowd, they were describing the PTSD that they went through from
Yes.
3 months ago. So there's the mental health aspect of it. And then there's the security aspect of it, because Brian Enton also mentioning the heightened security in Butler Township
Yes.
this time around. From your experience, what do you think is the most significant change in security for this rally from what we saw 3 months ago?
Well, I certainly appreciate that question. And I've heard other reporters talking about this, including yourself, relative to simply just checking in. Right. Even the press pool had experienced encountering volunteers at the July rally. And this rally had law enforcement officers there to check them in, to direct them of which way to go and to where they should be placed. And they had to stay there. Right. It was hard for them to leave, to go back into the crowd, to interview people. And that's typical protocol for a presidential visit. And it also was interesting. I'm quite sure they had counter surveillance units on the property today, which was great. And we all know that all of the rooftops were covered with counter snipers, as they should have been in July. But it's just interesting, too, to watch. I saw some armed police officers walking up and down the aisles through the crowd. So it was a different tone and tenor for today's rally than it was in July, for sure. And the way it should be. I mean, it should be commiserate with threat level, right? The protection that these folks get should be commiserate with the threat level. And I think that's finally happening. Unfortunately, we had a former president get shot. For that to happen, I have heard the former president's wife, Melania Trump, say that they had made requests in the past that had gone on deaf ears. So it's good to see that they're turning things around. I did see some of the agents that were on his duty before in July in the frames today. So his detail remains intact, and that's a good thing because they absolutely responded the way that they were supposed to July 13th.
All right. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.